Hey, everybody, this is Pam with Trust in Your Process, and this is our second week at this time slot, 7:30 to 8:30. And we have a topic. What would you tell your 18-year-old self if you can go back in time? So I am going to interview the first five women who jump on the screen. Them to answer that question. I learned our last chat that it only live stream only allows six people on at a time. So we'll see. We'll see how many people join me on the screen and get a chance to answer that question. So we'll wait a little bit. I'm drinking my lemonade. I placed the link. Hey Judith, how you doing? Welcome to the 7:30 live chat. Are you going to come on the screen with me? Can you hear me too? I do need to know that because I'm not quite sure if my mic is loud enough. So let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Yeah, it says I'm on. So good. Okay. It says I can my ear pods are on. So we got two people, it looks like three people. So who's gonna come on the screen with me this week and tell me about thanks. Okay, so you can hear me. Oh, come on, Judith. Why not? Okay, so if you don't feel like coming on the screen, that's okay. But do you feel like answering the question? If you had an opportunity to go back into time, what would you tell your 18-year-old self? You can type it in the chat. Judith, you're a movie star. You are. You're a star in your own right. So it looks like we got three people eyeballing. Who else is with us? We're going to honor the time. We're going to wait for a few more people to jump on. And we'll see. I think this is a good topic. I would like to come on with topics like this each week so that we'll have something that at least guides our conversation. And then we can leave with feeling like we've got something from these calls, these live chats. So what you been up to, Judith, while we wait for other people to get on? What have you been up to? I like to keep my notes and see what people's words are for 2021. And Judith, your word is celebrate. Mine is show up. And so what's been new? What's been going on? So we got five people eyeballing. If you don't feel like coming on the screen, that's okay. But if you want to answer the question and the topic today, and the question today for our live chat on Sunday is, what would you tell your 18-year-old self if you could go back in time? Oh, awesome. Okay. So glad it went well. So cataracts, and do you see better? Let me see something. Hey, Jacqueline. Jacqueline says we have 85-degree weather here in Milwaukee. It's 6:30 p.m. and we not trying to be in house. I know that's right. I know that's right. I should do that. I should put that up 7:30 Eastern time. Hopefully that's assumed. Oh, okay. So Jacqueline says she's also on the road. So that's awesome. Okay. So we got 6 people eyeballing. Judith says she had cataract surgery, and Jen is on road. Excuse me. Guess what I tried today, you guys? I tried for the first time CBD in a vape form for pain. And I am so surprised at how well it worked, where it feels like it buffered my pain in my joints, and getting up and sitting down is doesn't hurt as much. Um, so I'm definitely interested to see how this pans out with the CBD. CBD. Okay, so Jacqueline said she can't come on, but she's listening. All right. Well, I want to wait to see if anybody's going to come on and join me on the screen. And then I will answer the question for myself. I had gave some thought to this question about what would I tell my 18-year-old self. I started thinking about where was I at when I was 18. I was still in college, a senior in college, about to no, no lies. I had just entered into college. Um, and you see, Judith said, I want to go camping so bad. It's been a minute. Once I get my okay, it's on. All right. I hear that. That's excellent. I guess my camping adventures will start after my surgery. I want to get that done and behind me, and I'll start working on that. I feel like I'll go out on little camping trips to get the feel for my RV and all that before I go full time hitting the road. I feel like I'm the only one on the screen today. What is going on? Where's my peeps? Where are my peeps? So it's still, we got 8 minutes in. So Judith, how long is the recovery with cataract surgery? Okay. And Jacqueline, you said you're on the road. Where are you headed? Are you headed home or are you traveling? Trying to think of, is there anything else to report? I had my I think I told you that my first exam with the surgeon that will be doing my surgery, that was on the 14th of April. I have, oh, okay, be careful. I have my dentist appointment on Wednesday this coming week. That's the first interaction with the dentist to get the clearing. And to be honest with you, I'm anxious about it because I do have mouth. My mouth is an issue. Has been an issue for a while, and I'm just hoping that whatever needs to be done to clear me for surgery doesn't knock me out of the park for the surgery this year in terms financially. Um, so I mean, that is my only concern. I did my physical. Oh wait, I think did I tell you that? Oh, I did my physical, my medical clearing, my blood work on Tuesday of last week. Got those results back. That's fine. And Wednesday is the dental visit, and based on what that determines, will determine, other visits for whatever work is needed for the dental clearance. This week coming up, I get a chance to talk to the surgeon's office to actually set a date. So my goal in my head, an ideal time or time frame is July. Um, oh, Jacqueline, hip surgery for my right hip, and because I have osteoarthritis on this side, and it's really affecting my way of life. And Judith says right away, 24-hour drops for 2 weeks, light bending and lifting, and you want me to think back years. That's a long time. uh, Jack, I'm just out and about. I hear that. So, Judith, you can think back. That ain't that long. You can think back. Think about okay, so what would you tell your younger self? You don't have to, it doesn't have to be 18. The younger you, what would you tell yourself based on the information that you know now? Oh, okay. So Jacqueline, your brother had the hip surgery and it really helped him. That's what I'm hearing so many good results, more so than the bad results. And and I'm just tired of being in pain. I'm tired of being limited to what I can do because I'm in so much pain. So it's time. And I feel like the movement that I need to do and the movements that I need to make is really hindered by how much pain I'm in with my hip. I feel like it's a cycle. It's kind of like you need to move in order to make the fibromyalgia better, but you hurt so much that you don't want to move. And that's how I feel like with my hip. I feel like if I can get the hip pain under control, then I would have more incentive, I guess, to move my body and do the other stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, but back to my little CBT oil, I think it's called CBN oil. Um, the only thing I don't like about it so far is that the smoke or the smoke burns my chest because I am not a smoker, and it just hard. And these are the different types. One is for calming, one is for focus, happy, sleep, and I have the soothe for pain and inflammation. And Jacqueline said, okay, go, wait. Hold on. Okay, so Judith says, I would tell myself to take care of myself first. I hear that. I would too. And Jacqueline says, I walked about 55 minutes and turned my guard and gains went to Wingstop hangry. Ordered food and wallet was left at home. Oh man. Oh man. Well, did you go back? Did you go back and get it? That is crazy. So this thing says Soothe has CBG and CBN in it for anti-inflammatory, sedative, and pain relief. And so far, um, today being the first time I tried it, I am willing to continue it and see the outcome. Oh, okay. Jacqueline says she's headed back home now. As far as CBD, I tried it before. It worked for pain, but eventually stopped working. Okay. Yeah, I would imagine you grow for this. Kind of like it better than having to pop ibuprofen. So if it can work with that, and I don't have to take so many, excuse me, ibuprofen, I'm good with it. Oh, good. Oh, I love it. Jacqueline said, "Hey, Marie." Jacqueline said she would tell herself to know her worth. That's a big one. That is such a big one. That is such a big one. Take care of yourself first and know your worth. Marie, you going to come on the screen with me and answer the question? What would you tell your 18-year-old self if you could go back in time? How is your day going so far, Marie? Did anybody go on to Crystal's live today? Notice that Crystal's birthday, I know she had it up there. Um, that her birthday, she turned 50. That was amazing. Happy birthday, Crystal. Oh, yay. Marie says she's going to come on the screen. Yay. Come on the screen. Come on the screen. Oh, I'll give you the link. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Bam. There's the link. We're going to get Marie on the screen and she's going to answer this question. Okay. Be careful out there, Jacqueline. Just listen. Don't try to look at the screen. Oh, what's this say? Banners, brands, private chat, settings. I feel like I'm learning this live stream is oh wait, Marie's coming on. Hi.
Hey there.
How you
Can you hear
doing?
me? Good. Can you hear me?
I can, yep. You're in my ear.
Okay.
I am
So what would I
yeah. What would you tell your we'll say your younger self because Judith thinks that she's too old to think back to 18. So what would you tell your younger self if you can go back in time based on the information that you know now?
gosh.
See, I love
I
questions because it really makes you think.
it yes. I I would have to say I would say be a little bit more observant and probably learn from other people's mistakes so I won't have to learn to, you know, make the same mistakes that other people made for
Okay,
one.
okay.
Um
Now, when
and
you say that, would you say that you're the type of person that have to find it out for yourself, even though you know somebody else then messed up or did something or whatever?
I would say when I was young, but by the time I was, I got to my late 20s, I learned from other people's mistakes. And I'm like, no, but if I was 18 and 19, I would say, yeah, because you're young, you think, oh, that
Right? You
happened to
think you
them and
right?
and
It's not gonna happen to me.
I'm different, I'm smarter, and I'm not,
Hmm.
I can see what's coming and stuff. And next thing you know, you get hit by a locomotive and you're in the same predicament.
Right. It's like why is it gonna be different for you? You just gonna outcome is gonna be the same.
Hmm.
But you know that now with wisdom, though. You know it from having to go through it, though.
Yes. Yes, and sometimes some of my friends would say, "Don't you wish, you could go back to, when you were 20 or 30 or something like that, and do things over. And I say no. I'm
Mm-mm.
glad I'm the age I am. I'm glad I experienced what I did, and was fortunate enough to live through it. Um, but I'm glad I'm the age I am now. I don't want to go back. I wouldn't want to go back and redo stuff, but do it differently, because I still learned a lot from my experience, good and bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I would never want to repeat my teens all over again. Um, to me, it was and it wasn't like I was living this hard life or whatever, but it was just too much up and down. Up, like teenagers go through.
Mhm.
I feel like I was more on solid ground when I was in my 30s. Um, but yeah, I think that if I were to go back and have to tell my younger self something, it would be not to give a damn about what people think so much, because they trying to figure it out for themselves and they don't have one up on you, and they don't always have it right. Um, so you don't have to care so much about what they think. And that is something I think I carry into even into my 50s. Why am I concerned so much about what people think? Because chances are they're not really thinking about me anyway. They're struggling about they doing their own stuff. They think for
Mhm.
maybe for a minute they might be like, oh, oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay, back to my life because it's still on. It doesn't matter
Right.
really what so much what people think.
Right.
So you said you had another one. What would be another one?
Um, I probably would have waited. I probably wouldn't have gotten married when I did. I probably would have waited a little bit longer.
Hmm.
Um, and maybe matured a little bit more and stuff like that, I think.
What age were you when you got married?
I was 22. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
that's not
Yeah.
young, but it's I could have waited a couple more years.
Yeah. I was 27 when I got married. Um, no, I was 26 when I got married. I was 27 when I had my first child.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm still married now.
No, I'm not. Actually, he died in
Oh,
2012, but
I'm sorry.
we had divorced before then, but we were still good friends. We were
Okay.
married for like
Okay.
21 and we were married for like 21 and a half years before we divorced.
Okay. Same. I was
Yeah.
married 23 years before I separated with my husband.
Yeah.
Um, Now when I think back in that whole time span, I would not want to do that again. Like I would have so much to say to that Pam. Um, oh, like right now, but I'm glad I went through that because that's how I landed where I am right now, steadfast on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe that I wouldn't have done it any differently because I would know better. Anyway, I had the moment to say, go back to different points about what to do and how to do it. I would be like, "Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
leave that. Mm-mm, go. Don't do this. Don't do that." Because I felt like I wasted a lot of time before I was able to just go enough. And
Right.
but I'm also thankful that out of that union came my two daughters. But I wish that I did not. They didn't have to ride that train with me. Um, the way it was being driven. Uh, there would have been a lot of things I would have changed at that point. I would have been like, my mother had this saying that said, you can do bad all by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally believe that. Like, I don't need to be doing bad with you. so, so we, I mean, it's doing this together and you doing your thing. And, we both making this work and we're struggling, but we're doing better together. I don't need to be doing bad with you here. So I would have changed that for
Right.
sure.
I I think that, and some people mature quicker than others, or earlier than others, I should say. But I think when I got married, um, I wasn't as vocal and outspoken as I am now,
Hmm.
and I think I changed more so than he did. And we had the same goal, but we had different ideas about how to accomplish that goal.
Right.
And then that was one of the things that kind of drifted us apart, um, as well as religion as well. That was another factor as well, I believe.
Right. That's a big one.
It is a very big one.
One. Are you still there?
You kind of broke up, but I
Okay.
can hear
Can you
you.
hear me now? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, religion is a big one. That's a big one. This it's almost like certain things that you just can't. I don't think you should waver on.
that
Or
that's true.
yeah, I mean, if you're for it, great. If you're against it, fine. But don't be a for and against in it. And it's just like that's not gonna work. Um,
Very true.
that's one of those things that it's like that politics. Whether or not you want to have kids, it's those are the hard ones. Like you shouldn't have to budge on them. Um, and that person needs to be in the same page for those things.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And what else? Oh, so you said you had another one. What was it? Was there another one that you would tell yourself?
Not that I can think of right now.
Now, when you said be vocal, that is definitely another one. That's the first one I thought about I would speak up more. And I went into my marriage very vocal. Like I'm vocal. But
Oh,
it seemed
really?
like, oh yeah, oh yeah. I went into the marriage vocal, but I didn't say vocal.
Oh,
I did, yeah, I did not. It was almost like I was watching myself going, what do you say something, and why aren't you speaking up? And I felt like I was paralyzed, like to take action always of that what if, what they think, what you did, that it was just paralyzed with all this. I'm supposed to be this way, and what if he doesn't like this, and or I can't go back home because they didn't particularly want me with him. It was just all this. Um,
yeah,
that if I had to do it again or say again, I would especially speak up because what do you have to lose? What would you
yeah.
have to lose?
Well,
Everybody else is speaking up.
I wasn't very talkative or very vocal initially, but as I got older and the more years was into the marriage, it was like, well, I have a voice too, you know.
Exactly.
And most of the things didn't, if something really didn't bother me one way or the other, it wasn't really a big deal. I didn't make a big thing of it. But there are certain things that, I'm very passionate about, religion being one. Um, Also,
Mhm.
communication. That's another thing too. A lack of communication was really a big breakdown with us because um, he wasn't really a very good communicator. He didn't, he really wasn't one that liked to discuss stuff. It was more like he wouldn't say anything. You could never, not that I wanted to argue anything, but you couldn't debate with him because he wouldn't say anything. It was just like,
Oh,
talking to the wall. So that was a big thing too. And I
yeah,
think,
yeah,
and I think it has a lot to do with how you were raised too. How
yes.
you
It has
grew
a
up and so
lot to do
forth.
with that.
Yeah. So,
That has a
and
lot.
then,
I think in my go ahead.
and I was gonna say, and a couple times he said, you just like his mother's name was Marie too, but he said but her name was Helen Marie. He goes, you just like Helen. I said, well, they say that men marry someone similar to their mother. And I said, I take that as a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, right, exactly, and that is true. That is true. And I think daughters do it too because I remember when I met my husband, I said, "Man, you remind me of what I think my father would have been like, you know." like you would at your age. Fire, that determination, that go-getiveness, that um and man, I should have married my mother because, because I would have been. Oh, you had said something and I thought about it. What did I was going to say based on that? Oh, my thing too would be trust yourself because I question my decision making and everything because I felt, oh, he knows better. He knows better, and
Mhm.
was like hearing stuff that he was saying. I was like, that's not right. But if I tell him, that's going to make him, it's going to demasculate him. Um, like he said a word one time, and I'm a grammar Nazi, and I write. So when you say a word, I was like, I said the word, 'cause I don't think that's a word. I'm like, I don't think that's a word. Like, but I didn't want to be like, okay, if I challenge you, then how is that going to make you feel as a man? When I should have
Well,
challenged him. That's what
well,
he
I was
needed.
gonna say, I was gonna say, if it's in pub, I mean, if it's in public, I can see why you did the same thing. But at home, you know, I would have said something, that way he won't go out in public and make a fool of himself.
True. No, no. Oh, right. No, no. He's very intelligent. He's still living. Very intelligent. Knows the law. Studied the law. The whole bit. He's an educated hustler. He told me when I first met him, and I should have believed him because he definitely can. He's an educated hustler, but um, and a survivor. If I was on any island, I would be on his team because that boat would be staying afloat. You ain't gonna get no affection. You ain't get anything, but that for sure. You're like, I'm gonna be on that boat because we trying to live. Um,
Hmm.
but let me see, I'm missing something. Miss, hey, is it Nanita? She says, stay home, be a single mom, don't marry because you were pregnant. That is what I would tell myself. Okay. Flair Hickory said, do you have, oh, come on now. Take that shit someplace else. There we go. Um, let's see. Is that Charlie? That is Charlie. I remembered it without looking at the name. Hey, Charlie, you gonna come on the screen tonight? Hey, we lost Marie. Marie, what happened? Tell me if you guys can still see me and stuff. I think my internet was acting up. Oh, I know. Here you go. I'm gonna make you a mod. I wonder if you can you make mods on here? I know we can do it on YouTube. Okay, thanks. You can see me. Okay, cool. So you're not gonna come on the screen? Why are you not gonna come on the screen? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, awesome. And did I pronounce your name right? Is it Miss Nanetta? Did I pronounce what new? Are you new here? And do you yeah, Marie, I think she might have lost connection. Hopefully she'll be back soon. Did you want to come on the screen? Oh, come on. Okay, let me show you the link. Hold on. Um, here's the link for those who want to come on. She said no, she's good. Maria's back. What happened?
I don't. Somehow you was breaking up, so I disconnected to get back on.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So, Nanetta put in her comment about what she said, stay home, be a single mom, and let me go up. Okay, be a single mom, don't marry because you are pregnant. That is what she would tell herself. I hear that. That's real. That's real. But you do what you got to do. I mean, you do what you feel. hopefully you do what you feel is best at the time. And as you go through it, you realize, oh, I could have probably did it a little bit different, little bit differently, but never beat yourself up for doing what you did. But I definitely, if I could go back, I would be in my ear going, girl, don't
One
do
thing,
that.
yeah, one thing I just thought of too, when you realize that things aren't going to work out, don't stay in the relationship for another 10 or 15, 20 years.
Did that.
You know,
Yeah.
the sooner you realize it, just cut your losses and move on. And I would tell
I
my younger
that's
self
one of
that.
I think I would tell my younger self, you know what, you don't have to wait till your girls are 18 to leave. Um, just because a single parent doesn't make it bad. You can leave. You don't have to have two parents up in here. I was thinking if they could be raised with, two of us, that would be better than how I was raised, and they would see a man and a wife in the house, or parents in the house,
Hmm.
together. But sometimes I think I would have did better by myself. Miss Nanetta said, I am Mexican born in the United States and married a Mexican from Mexico, two totally different worlds. Yes, I can only imagine. That's interesting. Like which one is stricter? Would you say your husband was definitely stricter in his culture than you are being in America, being here in the United States? Yeah, I did the same. I did the same. I stayed out of financial fear. So me see Charlie says, I think you have to make mods from YouTube so you will. Okay, okay, got you. Okay. Mr. Netta said Mexico. All right. Wow, we're 37 minutes in. We're doing pretty good. Where are you going, Marie? Marie is walking
I
around her
am
house.
I am going to get my laptop.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm
So,
going.
are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh, so it does work on the phone. Okay, all right. I know. Nettie was having problems with I think if she was using her iPad, I'm but it didn't work.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can. Now I know I was playing around with this when I was waiting for the live to start, and oh, Nettie's here. Hey, Nettie. Nettie is here. Okay. So let me see. Charlie says I would have not gotten married or had kids. I think women should be taught to handle themselves first.
Charlie says I would have
Amen.
not gotten married or had kids. I think women should be taught to.
Oh, I hear myself double. You're on your laptop.
I just turned it off.
Okay. Yeah, that it was hard for me too, Miss Nanetta. It was hard. That was difficult. But I say that my ex-husband, I believe that we're co-creators, and this is what my whole book is about. That you have people who come here on your team, and then you have people that you encounter on the way through the journey. And he was one of the ones who was one of the major team players in my journey, because the experience with that experience allowed me to really sharpen my tools, um my life skills, I should say. And so I don't knock them. And I was telling my daughter the other day, she's in a relationship with a nice guy, and talk so much, they communicate. And I told her, I said, had I had the confidence in myself, all right, Marie, you're back on. Marie's in here twice. What you doing, Marie? You scaring me. What's going on? So you about to go off on your phone and then come on your laptop?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And I told her, I said, had I had the confidence in myself, all right, Maria, back on.
Yeah.
Maria's in here twice.
I
But we
should
got to
be
get.
off. I should be
What you
off.
doing, Maria? You scaring me. What's going on? So you're about to go off on your phone and then come on your laptop?
Yes.
But I can hear it
I
on.
should,
I
okay.
can hear
I
it on
should
your
be off
laptop.
now. I should be off.
Okay. And I told her, I said, had I had the confidence in myself, all right, Maria, back on.
Yeah.
Maria's in here twice.
Again?
But
I
we
should
got
be
to get.
off. I should be
What
off.
you doing, Maria? You scaring me. What's going on? So you're about to go off on your phone and then come on your laptop?
Yes.
But I can hear it on. So if you, I'm trying to figure if are you watching it through live stream or YouTube?
Again? I should be off. I should be
What
off.
you doing, Maria? You scaring me. What's going on? So you're about to go off on your phone and then come on your laptop?
Yes.
But I can hear. Okay, that was weird. That was weird. I know. It was deja vu. But I was saying that I was telling my daughter that if I had the confidence that I have now, I think I would have been able to make it work or do a little bit better with that relationship because I would have been able to be more vocal and stand my ground. And I think that's what was needed. Um, so, Charlie, you said you have got married and had kids. So, would you be able to do that now? How to handle, would you be able to, are you learning how to handle yourself now? All right, we got 8 people in the room or 8 people watching. If you're enjoying this live, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you want to get notifications of these live. We have them every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Maria's back. Here we go. Say something, Maria, so I can see if I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, much
Okay.
better. Oh, Charlie said I'm 50. I got it. I know that's right. Hey, I'm 55. I'll be 56 this year, and I feel like I'm just starting to get it. Oh, Nettie's coming on. Hold on. Hey, Eddie.
Hey, I'm here.
Woo!
I'm on my iPad.
Hey,
I
how
got my
you doing?
iPad, so
Oh, yes,
it's
nice and clear and everything.
yes, it's good. I'm like, oh, I was so glad that thing came in. How y'all doing?
We're doing okay. We're doing
Doing
okay. Do
good.
you see our question? You want to share with us what you would tell your younger self if you had
Oh,
an
girl.
opportunity to go back in time?
Well, when I tell my younger self, honey, get your education. Leave the boys alone. Really.
Mm,
Yeah, that would be more or less because that's what I kind of taught my little nieces that that I have kind of raised. And I
hmm
got two nieces that are still virgin. One is 25 and the other maybe about 29. And I
Wow.
told them don't get caught up into the boyfriend thing. Get your education, get yourself together, because it's hard trying to raise kids. When you're by yourself. Well, yeah, you got married, but yet that ended quick. So both of them
Right.
now educated and they enjoying their life. Don't get in the hair. We got plenty of time. So I would tell my younger self, education first. Take care of myself first, and then when I'm ready,
Mm,
later years, have children when it's right. So yeah, I have two of them. I'm proud of them, girl, because one was laughing the other week. They were, hey, we used to, because one time we was having this conversation, me and their mothers in the room, and they was telling them, oh yeah, get your sugar daddy. I said, no, 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 you don't do that. No, 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 no. And she was laughing, and she was laughing about it. I said, yeah, because uh, you know, take care of self first. A man will come at the right time when you're ready for him. If you really want a good, godly husband, it'll come in time. Being in a hurry, enjoy your life,
right.
travel, just live your life for a while. And so I got two of them that they hanging in. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
good. That's
they
good.
listen. They really listen. So yeah, that's what I would change. You know, Children are
Yeah.
blessing. I love my kids. Wouldn't change it at all. But to do it a different way would have been a better way. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Education
I agree.
first. Mm-hmm.
Now,
Education first.
do you think you would, if you were able to go back in time and talk to the 18-year-old, do you think you would have listened?
I think that I would have listened if I had, because my mother had a lot of children. So she's coming from the old school. She didn't really just sit us down and say, hey, do this, this, this. You know, I have all these kids. Had a hard time. Although sure and dads, they married forever. But
Right.
I think had I had another female in my life, maybe just not just my mother, that would have helped guided me into a different path, I'm sure I would have listened. You know, I'm sure I would
Yeah.
have
I think that's
because,
important.
you know, so yeah, mother was good and everything, but when you coming from, she came from, her father was in it. She was raised by her grandmother. She was raised by her grandmother, and then her father, when he was there, he was very abusive. So when she got a chance to turn 18 and leave home, she left. Her and her sister
Okay.
did the same thing, so they end up with abusive husbands. So
Right.
I think if you don't have a good, strong father figure in the house, I mean, if there is one, he needs to be a good, strong father, a good, strong, instead of being abusive. So my mother came from abusive marriage. I
Mm.
mean, father, he was really
Hmm.
abusive towards them. And then I guess what she picked up, brought into the marriage. My father was abusive because relived, I remember a lot of it. So, and when I got
Right.
married, and my husband tried to bring in that part of, try to bring abuse into our marriage. I said, no, you go your way, and I'm not going to live like this. So I told him I'm not the one
Right.
to go through that, and I just refused, and I chose not to remarry, to have any other man in the home with me and my sons, because I didn't want them to see abuse go on and think that this is the way you're supposed to treat a woman.
Right.
So
So
that's why I chose.
you broke that chain.
Broke it
That's
right there,
good.
yeah, because I didn't want. And my son, older one, he did get married, and his wife was abusive towards him, and
Hmm.
to the degree she still tried to control him. They divorced. She got somebody, but yet she still controlled him, tried to control him with the child. But when I seen what
Right.
was going on in his marriage, I said, let me tell you something. She's a manipulator. She's a controller. You're not gonna be happy with this.
Right.
You're not gonna be happy. Don't let nobody control you, manipulate you, or talk to you any kind of way, or mistreat you. That's not how you was brought up. Don't allow it. Just don't allow it.
No, I hear
So
that. I hear
yeah, and
that.
so yeah, and I mean, it's just not. It's not worth your happiness and your peace of mind. So I said, don't allow it.
Right. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Mona said, I would tell myself to not get married until you are truly ready. This is a common theme. This is
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Yeah,
This is
it's
a
just.
common theme. So Charlie said, being married is not promised, but that education and financial independence will keep you on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miss Nanetta said, I have
Right.
a 26-year-old daughter and a 29-year-old son. I taught them both that it's okay to be alone. Take your time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where's that
And they're both
thing?
single, no kids, enjoying life. I thought that was my
Mm-hmm.
oldest daughter waited before she was able to live on her own, enjoy her own space, learn what she wanted. And then her next phase was to, now she's in a relationship. And I feel like she has her voice in that
Mm.
relationship. And
Yeah.
I feel that's
That's
so
a.
important.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So
It
Judith
is.
says, this is a good topic. I can learn from each of you and see myself in the shoes of each of you. Thank you, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Judith. See, that's the point. To me, for those of you who have been on my channel since inception, um, it has always been about me finding who I am in my process, unearthing my goddess again and finding who I am. And van life
Mm-hmm.
to to me was that I needed something extreme to make me go, oh, get up.
Mm-hmm.
And male extreme, that to me was extreme for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I was driven and I needed it to remind me of what I'm strong enough to handle what comes my way. And so to be able to come full circle with these type of topics, this to me is, I've always wanted a group of women, and I call you guys my trustees, and I feel like we can bounce off each other. This is a safe space. N- n- and we are always going to be supportive. No one is going to ever feel like you can't share. Um, and tough. It's going to be about tough love and constructive criticism, and just being real. So that's why I'm glad when I came up with this topic. I said each chat, I think we should have a topic, and that topic should be something that moves us forward. Whether it be something that I might be dealing with, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Tell me what you think. And chances are it's going to help someone else. Chances are it's going to really help someone else, because just being able to talk this, the one question, the answers to this question, what would you tell your younger self, could have gone in any direction. But there is such a common theme about it's okay to be selfish, self first. And then I feel like the foundation is that's the foundation. But it's not taught, or at least it wasn't necessarily taught that way for me. Somehow it was about put your partner first and you second, and somehow you're great. No, I teach my girls, no, you put yourself first, and when that cup is full, it will run us over and it will be beautiful for everybody around you. But our cup is so dry, and then we're resentful, and then we're expecting everybody to fill the cup, and nobody can fill the cup. Don't touch my cup. It's like all this other stuff when you can just work on your own cup. And then when your cup is so full, then you can turn around and be so nice and giving to everybody else. It's so important. That is so important. Charlie was like, say it again.
Yeah, I tell
Go ahead.
some of the younger people that, you have to be happy within yourself. No one can make you happy, and you shouldn't be looking for other people to validate you. And so once
Right.
you're happy and content within yourself, then, you could be happy in a relationship.
You
If
know
the
what I
other
also
person's on the
noticed
same
too?
time.
I know this to be true now, sitting in this seat, that my girls didn't learn that from me based on my actions. They did not learn that from me. They had to learn it on their own, or say to themselves, I'm not going to be like you because you gave too much up. I'm not going to do that. And I can see that in them. I see they are dead set and defiant. Like, if you ain't giving me what I need over here, it ain't gonna happen. I'm going to get my nails done. My like, they do everything themselves. When I was coming up, I thought that was secondary. Like, my children come first. I won't have the shoes; they will have the shoes. I won't have the clothes; they gonna have them clothes. They have to eat before I eat. Maybe the other way around. Like, I'm gonna put the oxygen mask on me so that I can help save you. But I can't help save you if I'm drowning. So you become that lesson. It's based on experience. If you can show it, now I'm learning it through my girls and watching how they interact and how they take pride in, doing things for themselves. And I'm like, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be, because now you are showing your children, mommy needs time for herself. Mommy goes out with her friends as well. Mommy takes care of her body. Mommy needs her mommy time. Daddy and mommy, or whoever the partner is, they need their time, because that relationship is important too. And then when I'm with you, mommy and child, we have a great relationship. You start having healthy boundaries. And that is something that I see being learned now, and thank God it's not too late. Let me see here. Miss Nanetta said yes, and sometimes it goes the straight opposite. You do for your kids and sacrifice for others. Then when it's your turn to be happy, they are so used to being number one, they resent your happiness, right? Because you've trained them that way. We've trained them, like, and all of a sudden when you start saying, "Well, I need me," why? It's like they withdrawn.
Yeah.
So let me see. Charlie said, we were taught to sacrifice and live in survival mode. My boys taught me to do me, and they took care of themselves. I hear that. You know what? One of the best, to me, the best lessons is to watch a child. When I watch my grandbabies, they are unapologetic about what they want. They speak up. This is mine. A baby is just like, this is all about me. And you go, you're like, okay, speak up. I can say that's what we were talking about earlier, Marie. I would have told myself, it's okay. It's okay if you get mad. It's okay if you yell and you scream. You could turn around and say, I'm sorry. But at least I got a chance to voice this because I was feeling this the same way I give you an opportunity to voice it, and that is something that I would do differently. And I do it more now. Now I'm like, listen, when I turned 50, middle fingers went up. Like, if you don't like it, oh well. What you gonna do? You can't. Are you paying the rent? Oh, okay. So step off. That's how I am now. But I would not be there had I not gone through the journey. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlie, you ain't doing your job. Charlie told me I need a moderator. Oh, wait, no, that's not. Who's that? Hold on. What's that? I put the wrong one up there. I was trying to block somebody. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're good. All right, we're almost done, y'all. 57 minutes.
What time is this there? Is it there? Because I keep my time here is like 7:27. I keep getting it on late. It's 7.
Okay, so it's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's almost 8 here.
Okay.
It'll be 6:30 your time?
It's 7:30. Right.
It would be
7:27.
Okay. So you and Marie, y'all are both in the same time zone. You're in Central?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be 6:30 y'all's time.
Okay.
So okay, so Charlie said it's 7:27 when so she's Eastern time as well. I gotta figure out how to make mods blue. Let me try something real quick before we hang up, you guys. I want to see if I can go on to it says you are live and it says view on YouTube. I'm gonna try to view on YouTube. Let me know if you can still see me. And then I'm gonna try to make a few of you mods and see if you show up blue. Hopefully it doesn't get like a double. Oh, here we go. I think it's a delay, but hold on 1 second. I added Charlie as a moderator. Let me see. Let me see. I know Jacqueline is not on a lot, but Jacqueline has been with me from the beginning, so she's got to be a moderator. She just probably don't know she's gonna be one though. Hold on 1 second. And let me see. Did it turn blue? Okay, so I did that. Let me tell you if it happens over here. It didn't change. Charlie, it didn't change. Charlie, tell me if you have more like blocking rights. You too, Marie, tell me if you have blocking rights.
I don't know if I would be able to tell from on my phone because everything looks. I'm still back on my phone because of the issue
Oh,
I had.
oh wait. So Bailey says try Alt and 4 at the same time. Alt and 4. Alt and 4 to do what? Okay. Oh, so Miss Nanetta said Charlie is blue. I don't see blue. You see blue? Y'all see blue?
He's blue. I'm looking on my phone, so he blue on the phone.
Oh, so she's blue on the phone. Okay. Who else is blue? Marie is Marie
Just,
blue?
just be real. And Judith Williams, William Hudson, and just
Oh,
that's three of them. You got three of them on there.
oh, I was supposed to do
No, no,
Jacqueline's. Sorry.
you got two. I'm sorry,
I
you
took
got
the wrong
two.
one.
You got two on.
Which is what names? Oh, hold on. Okay. I mean, I guess that's good enough for right now. I know Pam, when Pam comes on, I'm gonna put Pam on. She's been on with me forever. All right, so we are at we're at an hour. So we're gonna honor our time. And if you can think of a topic for next week, let me know. I'm gonna think of one as well. And I don't know how you would send it to me. Trust in your process. You can send it to trustinyourprocess@gmail.com. And we can gather some other topics that we can talk about. Does that sound good to you guys?
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
All
Sounds
right.
like
Well,
a
thank you for
plan.
joining me. Thank you for joining me on this first. I was going to ask you, Marie, how is your photography thing coming along?
It's coming along good. Actually, I sent the photos, my final version of the photos uh to the person that's using them for her book last week. So
Okay,
there
good.
she's gonna
Yeah.
send everything to the publisher sometime next month. So we'll, and then they'll send her like a rough draft of what everything will look like, and then we'll go from there.
And that'll be good because then that'll be examples of your work
Yes.
that you can turn around and show
Hmm.
for future.
Because because the pictures will have my name, that they were done by me. Yeah.
See, that's good.
So I'm
Good. Good
excited.
job. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be. That is excellent.
That's
That's
good.
excellent. And then hopefully that inspires you maybe to even, like we talked about, putting your pictures up to be used. And then who knows,
Hmm.
you can come up with your own book because it's landscape or nature or what have you. And
Yeah.
creations by or through the lens of Marie, or it could be something you can sell it on Amazon for inspiration. And I mean, why not?
Yeah. Well, I
So,
also, I'll talk about that more next week, but I also signed up for, I'm taking some classes, photography online classes too.
oh,
So,
see, that's good. That's so good. I'm about to
hmm.
take some more classes for my writing because I'm doing copywriting work now that I feel like I need a little bit. So I'm brushing off my grammar and doing that a little bit more so that I can begin to offer more of my services.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so good job. Good job. Okay, so we're about to wrap it up. Everybody saying congratulations to you, Marie.
Well, thank
Congratulations,
you.
Marie. Awesome.
Thank you all.
um, and Miss Nanetta, yes, I do. It's called Trusting Your Process on Instagram. I need to get a little bit more active with it, but no excuse. I'm going to get back to being active with it. But we're about to wrap it up because again, I want to keep this to an hour so that it's doable for everybody. And but thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing and being authentic and feeling safe enough to share your stories. I appreciate you. And as always, remember who loves you. I'll see you next time.
All right. I'll be glad.